Hi there, my name's Daniel and we're going to have a look at some cloud collaboration using Pro Tools. I've done a little bit of preparation work already, so I'll explain that to you. We've opened a new project and we've called it Broadcast Asia Day 2 because it's Day 2 at Broadcast Asia. I've brought in a couple of loops here, but I've decided that I want to get Drew, my colleague here, to add some extra elements to the song. So right now I've got this project, but I haven't actually invited anyone to collaborate with me. So first thing we'll do is I'm just going to check that Drew's online here. So I go into my chat window, which is part of Pro Tools, and you can also access on the artist chat on the avid.com website. So you don't have to have Pro Tools booted necessarily to see your chat, which is really great. If I scroll down here and we have a look at my contacts, we can see that Drew's right there. And I'm just going to say, hi, Drew. Just to check that he's online. Of course, I know he is because he's standing right next to me. But we'll check that he's online because normally I'd be in Japan and Drew would be in Australia. And then we can see that he is indeed online. So what I'm going to do is go up to my project that I'm currently in and I'm going to ask Drew to join me in this project. To do that, I just click here and add him to the project. And there's Drew. I could say, hi, let's, if I could type, collab. And I'll add him to that project. So you will see almost immediately, Drew's going to get a notification on his chat window to say, someone's invited you to collaborate on this project. And at this point, he can decide whether or not that he accepts this, and I'm sure he's going to accept that. And then that project will be populated in his list. He can double click on that and it will open up the project for him. Now, you'll see something interesting here. We're both in the same project, but right now, Drew doesn't have any of the media or the tracks in his project. And the reason is because we allow you to decide what you want to share or not. Because of course, if you're the mixer for a big band and you want someone to just add a bass part, you don't necessarily want to send them the whole session. That's quite a lot of data. You may want to just do a mix down and send them that. But in this case, I'm going to share both of these tracks with Drew. And you do that just by clicking on this collab button here. And you'll see in the background, my little task manager window has started rolling there. And you'll see in the background, this is now uploading these tracks to the project. So at some stage very soon, you will see that Drew starts automatically downloading this data in the background because I've invited him to the project. We've got a nice little indicator in the window now to show you that a task is happening, and very soon he will be able to download those tracks. And you can see there's an indicator in the top of Drew's window there to tell him that he's got some new tracks available to add to his session. So there we go. We have exactly the audio that I had in my session is now in Drew's session. So I could say, let's go into the project chat and say, can you add, oops, again, typing with one hand. Can you add some beats, for example? And so Drew will get an indication again that he's got a chat message there, and there's my message. Can you add some beats? Some percussion, sure, why not? So he's going to add some percussion in there for me, and he's going to use our new sound library feature that we have, which allows him to search for different elements using tags. So he's going to find some elements in there. And the cool thing is, using our workspace, is that you can actually play the clips in time with the session as you're auditioning them, so that you can decide whether or not that's the right thing for you to add in there. So now he's auditioning some different loops in time with the session. And if he likes that, he can just drag and drop that, and that will come into his session straight away. And as you can see, it's perfectly in time with the clips that are already in there because he used the elastic audio feature. Now, Drew hasn't sent that information to me yet, but he could do that any stage if he wanted to. Excellent. So it's not just sharing audio data. It will also share all of your track information like plugins, your automation, and anything else, any other edits you have done, you can share amongst each other. So he's now sending over that little percussion track to me. It wasn't particularly big. And again, one thing about the sending the data between each other, we use a compression called WavePack, which is a lossless compression, meaning that the amount of data that you're sending and receiving is actually is minimal to keep your project size small and also to make sending things quick. So you can see that I've received that track there, and just as he sent it, it's now available in my session. Now something I could do is, let's say this deep bass here, I could add a plugin to that, and I'll just choose the first thing in my list. But you can see that now I've put a plugin in there, and you can see in my session I've taken ownership of this track. In a Drew session you can see that Daniel has currently done something on this track. I could upload this change globally, or I could do it locally. So I'm just going to click this button here to upload this change, which is adding a plugin, and then Drew will be able to decide if he would like to download that or not. And you will see that that will come available for him any second now. And there we go. So now he's now got this change, which was simply me adding a plugin, and you can see that the plugin settings have come across as well. So this enables you to work across the world, or in the same studio if you choose, with multiple Pro Tools users to send and receive media really, really easily. And as I said, the really cool thing is with the upcoming version of Pro Tools, it will be available for free. So if you have a band member or someone who's just new to the DAW world, they can download that and collaborate with the biggest studios around the world. So that's a quick intro to cloud collaboration for Pro Tools. Thank you.